Insidify. So I never actually thought I was going to go into entrepreneurship full-time, but I made an irrational decision with one of my previous jobs and found myself unemployed. I quit my job. So at this point, I was thinking, okay, now what do I do? I was studying for a financial exam and I needed, my income. And I started to think, what do I do naturally that I can do as a full-time entrepreneurship thing? So I did some research as to all the things that I loved and I was passionate about. Because I was studying for an exam, I really needed something that would give me the flexibility. And I'm always telling people the hows and the whys of entrepreneurship. So that's actually how I started going into consulting. If you're trying to decide whether or not to go into entrepreneurship full-time, I'll say go with the flow. Start now where you are with your job, and as situation and life happens, you'll be pushed into the path that you're supposed to go into. Again, when my father spoke to me about entrepreneurship, I told him it wasn't for me. I loved the security of my income and that's what it was going to be. But, life took me on a different journey and I wouldn't have it any other way. I love being a full-time entrepreneur. I love what I do, consulting with women, being a part of their journey, being a part of their growth. I love it. I enjoy it. And that's what I do now. And you know what? Let life put you in the position that you need to be, but don't be dormant. Don't wait for everything to be predicted by life. So it kind of sounds like a contradiction, but this is what I would leave you with. Start something you're passionate about. Do it while you're in your corporate job. Prepare for the uncertainties because as a woman, it's inevitable. And once you get propelled into full-time entrepreneurship, because maybe you want to spend time with your kids, I always ask women, why do you want to go into entrepreneurship? And a lot of it has to do with flexibility. A lot of it has to do with control over your time. You don't want to miss monumental aspects of your children growing up. Whatever your why is, factor it into your journey and let that be your timeline or your time frame for full-time entrepreneurship. Now, I'm not selling you the roses and the petals. It has challenges. But I do want to encourage you to do some form of entrepreneurship, even if it's just a side thing with your corporate job, because again, you never know what can happen. And thank you so much for taking time to listen to me. And I hope that I've been able to kind of use my transparency to encourage you to start something, because as moms, as women, as female entrepreneurs, we always need to remember our why and ride on the why.